All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for connecting to this broadcast, this episode. As you guys are coming in, I want you guys to share the video on your page. Let's get more people connected. Let me know where you're connecting from, so I can actually throw a salute to you guys, out there. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. As you're coming in, let me know where you're connecting from. I can spot Princess Adeyomi. I can't pronounce that, I'm sorry. I can spot Favor Uyibo. How you doing? God bless you. Lola Williams, good morning. How are you doing? Princess Adeyomi. It's Diola. Okay. Princess Diola. Okay. Thank you very much. It's my yacht. Okay, Tokpe, God bless you. Kelly Sunshine, God bless you. Toby Maria, thank you very much. Liz Creation, Olaoye, thank you very much. Tayo Oyelade, God bless you. Thank you very much. Adeola Olafikun, God bless you. Ewa Tomi Kosheonti, how you doing from the UK? God bless you. Favor, Grace Joy, Folake Kadri, God bless you. Wumi Amino, good morning. As you guys are coming in, go ahead, share the video on your page. We want to discuss something very, very vital today. Toyin Judith, Toyin Teminika, right? All the way from Brazil. All right. I can spot Olori Adeyemi, God bless you. Adebisi T Bex, God bless you. Taiwo Adekunle, God bless you. Thank you very much. Osere T, Okunogwa, God bless you. Thank you very much. I can spot Abimbola Okileye out there. Olu Shola Yusuf, thank you very much for coming. Let's get to business real quick this morning. As you're coming in, please go ahead. Share the video on your wall. So let's get more people connected at this point in time. Marriage is complicated. Relationship is complicated. And I will continue to say it. I'm going to continue to echo it until every one of us will get it. All right. This morning, there was a post on my page of a young lady. That's not where I'm going. I actually want to start on this side. We're going to be dealing with the pain of single sisters. Single brothers don't get pain. No, I will tell you. The single brothers, forget them. They don't get any pain. One bad one here, one big time, one dini, one dress or one fee a one feel la, one see yellow. Wow, ori fine boy, only jembe, only keep well. Oh my jeko wuri, wari, for ba. One need you keep well. So the single sisters are passing through a lot, not the single brothers. Okay, but let me first of all start from this side. The lady who sent the message said something about she's actually right now at the hospital, and the pastor of the church came there to visit her right there in the hospital, and she asked the question, said, "Am I free to go now?" And the pastor said, "No, we need to continue to pray." And I'm kind of like, okay, let me dig into this stuff. What exactly is going on? All right, okay, this guy is actually. He's a cheat. He's been cheating forever. She has forgiven him about 14 times, even more than 14 times. She only said, okay, that's what, she's able to remember only 14 times. He's been doing it ever since they've been married. All right. And right after, he will beat up this woman. He will slap the woman. He will do whatever. The woman will end up in hospital. And every time the pastor will come there and say, we got to pray. No, we have to continue to pray. It is Jesus. We cannot do it. Jesus said divorce. Divorce is not biblical. It's not the things of God. We cannot do it. And they will pray. The guy will cheat. They will pray. The guy will cheat again. Now, I'm actually trying to ask myself a question. Is God not answering those prayers? Is it that God doesn't answer prayers anymore? You see, this is something that is actually now really confusing to me. Now, how many days do you think it will take Jesus to forgive somebody? Or how many days do you think it's going to take Jesus to take somebody out of situation if he wants to do it for real? How many days do you think it's going to take Jesus to heal somebody if he really wants to heal the person? How many days do you think a child of God will cry unto God and then God will just continue to listen and let the person continue to suffer inside that stuff? It is true. It took God a long time to actually answer the prayer of Abraham. He has already done it, but it took time for it to manifest. It took time for God to actually deliver the children of Israel. It wasn't the same day they prayed, but many of them died along the line. All right. Now, that was in the olden days. When Jesus Christ came to this world, he was actually doing instant miracles. And he said to us, he said, greater things we will do. All right. Now, this is not the time of old. This is not the time of God. God is no longer, the dispensation of God is gone. This is not the dispensation of God. You know, this is not the dispensation of God at all. The dispensation of Jesus is gone too. All right. This is the dispensation of the Holy Spirit. The dispensation of the Holy Spirit is different from that of God and that of Jesus. Who is this person showing angry face? Don't let me curse you. I don't understand why people do this. Now, it's gone. This is the moment of instant miracle. The Holy Ghost dwells on the inside of every one of us. We are connected to God. All right? It doesn't take God time to deliver somebody, to heal somebody, if it's his will to do it. Now, if it's not the will of God, there's nothing you can do that will make God to move, because it's not his will. Many of us, we got married to a wrong person, and the Bible and the pastor will say, hey, it is the mind of God. The Holy Spirit is telling me it is the mind of God. God is leading me to marry this person. God showed me in revelation. Which revelation is God showing you? We are putting people in bondage. We are putting people in bondage. The person is still showing angry face. If you know you are not in agreement with what I'm saying here, get out of there. You don't have to be here. Someone forcing your wow, someone forcing your wow video. If you know you don't connect with the person and the things that the person is saying, then you get out. You don't have to be here. You're just wasting your time. You will never see me go to any platform and then go there and be making comments or making anything. If I don't agree with them, I walk away. That's how somebody will brain. Anybody that has brain, that's what they do. But people with salt and water in their head, those are the people that will come and stay in a place now, start distracting and start causing wahala in the place. If you don't agree with them, get out of there. You get out of the place. That's a mature person with brain. Only if you have salt and water in your head. You see, many of you guys, you have salt and water in your head. That's why you are arrogant. That's why you attack people. A normal person won't attack, but somebody that is educated won't be attacking people all around. And that's the problem with Nigerians. We always want to fight. And that's what our pastors are teaching us. Enemy, enemy, enemy. Which enemy do you have? Which enemy do you have? And that's the problem with Nigerians. Let's go sit down somewhere and don't have any brain. If you don't connect with something, go and sit down somewhere. Go and look for your own pastor that you connect with. Go listen to him. Is there any problem? Is there a problem inside of that one? That's what they call civilization. That's what they call civilization. Civilization means that you don't like what you're seeing, you go somewhere else. You are tired of what you're hearing, you go somewhere else. That's civilization. That means the person is civilized. People that are not civilized, they will be the one to be attacking something. And you are just crazy. You have mental problem. You don't know. You have mental problem. You don't understand. So now, the issue what I'm talking about is that so many of those pastors will now come and just start telling you this is the mind of God, this is not the mind of God, and then they lock you up in prison of relationship. All right? And then when problem will start happening in the relationship, and you go back to them and say, Pastor, you are the one that said this is the mind of God, or what are we supposed to do? They don't have answers for you. And anytime you see pastor don't have answers, that's when they say 7 days, night meeting, 7 days fasting and prayer. They don't have answer for you. So they want to put you into fasting and prayer just to actually take you to kick you out. Just go. Just go. Understand? To put you in that situation, you are going to be fasting and be thinking in your head that, oh, after this fasting and prayer, God will answer me. God will do this. And then you have been doing it now. You've been doing it now for the past how many years? I came across one particular lady. She's been single all her life. Single all her life. She's actually going to be hitting 45 right now. And I asked her, I said, my sister, why are you single? He said, because my pastor said, the man is coming. The man is coming. He's been prophesying. I've been fasting and praying. I said, when is the man going to come? He said he's coming, he's coming. I said, Pastor, Pastor, you're not thinking about yourself. Don't you think about yourself that, okay, you are 45, you might not be able to have kids. You're actually in the level, that particular age is actually one of the, forget it. You don't understand. You don't understand. I'm telling you, you don't understand. You're actually risking your own life. The chance of you having children is slim, very slim. Why don't you not sit down with what pastor? The pastor is prophesying to you, prophesying one thing and prophesying another thing. And you are still there, like a mumu. Now, the issue is this. This particular woman is going through abusive relationship. The husband has been cheating. That's a grant for divorce. Anybody, one thing I found out is that Igbo people can never agree to divorce. I have seen it. Igbo people, they can never agree to divorce. Whenever you preach divorce in Igbo land, they will kill you. They will kill you. Go and talk to one Igbo. Everybody that is attacking me on social media when I say divorce is biblical, they are all Igbo people. Yoruba people know they know Igbo. Yoruba don't accuse me. Hausa people know they accuse me of anything. The only people that are actually attacking me on social media about divorce, they are all Igbo people. So I decided to go and do investigation. I said, why are these Igbo people attacking me on the issue of divorce? Then they now come to understand one thing. I said, Igbo people spend a lot of money to get married. They cannot allow divorce. What they do is this: when they want to divorce their wife, they will not divorce him. They will keep him in the house. Keep her in the house. They won't have sex with her for years. They won't give her money for anything. They'll buy food in the house. She's not allowed to go nowhere. She will stay inside the house like a prison. And then they will still be there because they cannot leave. They can't leave. They have been divorced, but they keep them in the house. They've been divorced, they keep them in the house. So when you see any Igbo woman will always tell you, don't preach divorce. Don't preach divorce. Don't preach divorce. Igbo man will fight you. If you ever tell the wife to go and fight for divorce, you what? You can't. It's not possible. You can't. The money they spend too much getting married to the woman. You can't come here and be telling me the woman should go and divorce. So the women, they stay in abusive relationship. They look for something to actually make themselves feel happy. That's why when you see an Igbo person comment, anytime you see an Igbo woman comment on anything that has to do with divorce, this is what they always say. They will say, God doesn't like divorce. My sister, you have to continue to pray. You have to continue to love what you're doing. Connect to God and your children. Because of your children are your husband. That's the comment they will put there. Because they know you can't. And to be divorced is abomination. And all kinds of, except the ones that have actually been Americanized. The ones that live in the Western world, the ones that are well educated, who understand that I am not an object. A lot of people, women, they believe they are objects. They believe they have to be, they have to bow down to a man. They believe they are under a man. And if they are not under the man, they are actually not useful at all. All right? Until they get to that level to realize that they are human beings too. That they can stand on their own. They don't need a man to feed them. They don't need a man in their life. They can stand by themselves. That is the time that they will be liberated. They preach about, divorce is not biblical. Anytime you see people attack me on social media, go and look at the name. It's either going to be Chinedu or Chinenye or Chima or Chinekuruku or whatever. That's the name you will see there. Anytime you see anybody attack me about divorce, that's what you see. Now, I've been privileged to be inside a church of Igbo people. Igbo people. I was there. And when I enter into the place, I looked at the way they serve. I look at the way they operate and all kinds of stuff. I see it. I see that they are more. I see that they are more under a man. They put themselves under the man. The man is their head. Which is good. It's very good. But the Bible didn't say you are actually supposed to be an object. You are human. You're supposed to have a right. Okay? You're supposed to have your own mind. You're supposed to be able to ask questions. Understand? You're supposed to be able to do that. You are not a second-class citizen. You are not. You are a human being by yourself. I was able to preach to them. I preached to them that day. I told them, I said, listen, I know you guys won't believe in divorce, but I will tell you the truth anyway. You are wasting your life. God's given life. This life is only one, and that's what you're going to live. And when you finish living this life, that will be the end of it. You die, and then you go to heaven. All right? What can you write? What kind of story can you write that, okay, this is what I've achieved in my life? What kind of story can you write that you will see and say, okay, this is what I've enjoyed in my life? Nothing. You are not enjoying nothing. All you're doing is just making akpu. You make akpu, you make obonosu. The man is chopping it and sleeping with another person outside, slapping and beating you, and you say, oh, go ahead, divorce. Go ahead. And then in Catholic Church, too, that's what they teach you guys in Catholic Church. Somebody just repeated to me recently, he said, Catholic Church, when they say you'll be praying this Holy Mary prayer, Holy Mary is not our God. And then you recite it as if to say Holy Mary is very important. Holy Mary is not important. Jesus is the one that is important. All right? So when you begin to look at all that stuff, you see all the kind of stuff that is done there, you will actually come out and say, I want to connect to the right thing. I want my head to work correctly. All right? Now, you need to, don't just be following people and be saying, okay, they are listening to instruction. First of all, sit down. Sit down and calculate. Look at what is going on. All right? And then be able to digest things and interpret things, and then you will understand. A woman is the most powerful, the most blessed, the most important, the most influential creation of God. A woman is the most powerful. Oh God, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what to say. A woman is the most important, the most powerful, the most precious. Oh my God, it's a celebrity in the hands of God. A woman. Anywhere you go to, I don't care where you go to, women are supposed to be celebrated. Women are supposed to be celebrated. Anywhere, I don't care if it's a Yoruba land, if Igbo land, Hausa land, or whatever it may be, women supposed to be celebrated. They are the most important, the most powerful, the most influential, the most precious creation of God. He spent time creating them. They are not just a nobody. They are not an object. They are not an object. They are the powerhouse of God. The devil knew that. The devil saw that. He saw that without Eve, Adam will be nothing. Without Eve, Adam is gone. That's why when you look at the chessboard, the queen on the chessboard is the most powerful. The moment the queen dies, the end of the game. The moment you kill the queen, that's the end of the game. You don't want to allow anyone to kill your queen. But the devil succeeded in killing the queen of Adam. Adam became useless. And that's why they said the first Adam failed. He failed because his wife was attacked by the devil. The devil knew that this Eve is the powerhouse of Adam. Adam didn't treat that woman as a powerhouse. You are not supposed to leave that woman alone. You are not supposed to allow other men to talk to that woman. That woman's supposed to be your best friend. She's supposed to find comfort under you, under your wings. That's why you see a woman, when they lie down beside you, they want to enter into your side. Because they want to be comforted. They want to enter into where they came from. They were taken out of your ribs. So they want to go back to that same side. And when they lock in to that side, you begin to hear some things they will be saying. You will not believe yourself what will come out of their mouth when they lock into your side. And that's why whenever you see a woman, they want to just put their head here. They just want to feel it again. My own position, where I came from. And when they enter into the place, they will activate something. I'm saying something this morning. I'm saying something this morning. You're supposed to be able to wake up in the morning and just celebrate your wife. Wake up in the morning and just celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Just celebrate your wife. Okay? Just celebrate and say, Mama, I'm the one talking here. He said, I'm celebrating you. You know, people must come out. You come home one day for no reason at all. Just buy a very fantastic gift for your wife. Just come home for no reason at all. So just buy a car and just bring it home and say, honey, this is the car key right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, just come home from nowhere I just say, I bought all of this gift for you. It's a special thing in the hands of men. That means in the hand of God, that God himself would not joke with women. He actually brought his manufacturing company out of the ground and he placed it in the womb of a woman, and he said to the man, he said, I have known you, I have called you, I have separated you before you were created from your mother's womb. Your mother's womb is a precious place to me. I don't joke with that place where you come from. That's the womb of a woman. God, I'm saying something. I think I'm saying something this morning. Now, let me tell you this real quick. So many of these women in the Igbo land don't understand who they are. They don't understand the kind of power that God has given unto them. They don't understand that they are not meant to be a second-class citizen. They are supposed to be a first-class citizen. They're supposed to sit in first class in the plane. When they sit, they're supposed to be served. They're supposed to drink the wine. They're supposed to have the best food. They're supposed to be able to rest and sleep in the first class. In the first class, a woman is so important. Let me tell you something. A woman's supposed to be referenced. A woman's supposed to be celebrated. A woman's supposed to be loved. God said unto the man, he said, love thy wife. And you begin to ask him questions. Why are you saying that? He said, yeah, I want you to love them. Because that's the language they understand. They understand the word love. They cherish that word called love. Love is the most important to them. It's not sex. Hello. Sex is only where you want to actually pressure them. But when you extend the hand of love to a woman, that's when a woman will understand that you are actually at home. How do you extend love? The Bible says, it said, love them the way Christ loved the church. Means that you have to forgive them all the time. You have to forgive them all the time. You have to protect them all the time. You don't expose them to your family members. You don't expose them to your friends. You don't come to church and talk to them anyhow. You don't just talk to them anyhow in front of your family. You don't just push them to the background. No, that's not the way it is. You have to reference them, love them, care for them, and protect them. Women, very important in the hands of God. Now, let's come straight to today. Let's come straight to today. So, as I'm actually advising the Igbo women out there, listen to me. Listen to me. You can stand by yourself. You don't need a man to stand. No, you don't need a man to stand. And the problem with us Nigerians is that we preach a stupid message, and the message is ruining the life of many people. And what is happening is this. Now, we believe that everybody must be married. That is why a lot of sisters are committing suicide today. That's why a lot of sisters are entering into situations today. It is not going to be everyone that will be married. There are so many people that have died and never been married. In America here, marriage is not a do or die. It's an option. You want to be good. You don't want to be good. Does it change anything about you? No. Does it change anything about respect for you? No. Does it change anything about whatever? No, it doesn't change nothing. I choose to be married. I can choose not to be married. That's not anybody's palaver. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, but in the African world, everybody must be married. And then people will start thinking about it. Whenever we come to a place, we begin to ask people about their wife, their husband, their whatever, their children. Which one is your own? The people say we can only take care of one son. Why do we have to have 7? Everybody should be allowed to actually do whatever they want to do. People should be allowed to live their life the way they want to live it. The African society has ruined a lot of things. Has messed us up. That's why women are desperate today. Everybody wants to be married because they believe you are not complete when you're not married. So they run from one pillar to post. And that is now a favor to the men. Because men now are taking advantage of that mindset that women want to be married. They're desperate to be married. So men are now taking advantage of them. They come here, they flash a little bit of love to them, and the women will now fall and say, oh, I found the man. Before you get to know it, the guy is gone. The board has flew away. All right? That's it. That's the way it is. So they begin to ask you questions that will actually send you to hell. People cannot just mind their business. Your business is your business. My business is my business. If I decide not to get married, that's my own palaver. Do I have to be? Exactly. No, I want to ask myself a question right here. Do I actually have to be married? Is marriage going to bring me joy? Is marriage going to bring me happiness? Okay. How many of the married people today are really happy? How many of the married people today are actually happy in their relationship? Tell me. No, come on, just speak to me. Please speak to me. Okay. Some people are actually in the relationship right now. The husband is cheating everywhere. Husband cheating everywhere, and they're crying every day at night. And the only thing that we know about them is that they have a wedding ring in their finger. They have a wedding ring. They got a wedding ring in their finger. Does it mean anything? No, anybody can buy a wedding ring. You can buy a wedding ring, put it in your finger, and keep walking on the street. And we can marry you to Jesus and say you are Mrs. Jesus. All right? Does it make any difference? No, it doesn't. Oh, Christianity, this and this and that. Listen to me. We are actually wrong. We are preaching wrong messages. We are sending men to hell. People are dying and crucifying themselves and committing suicide by the day because they couldn't find a man. The people are going through pain. Do you know how many women wake up every day depressed, sad, crying 24/7? When will it be time? I've been rejected. I've been rejected all my life. I couldn't find a man. I've gone through like 15, 20 men in a year. I ask people how many relationships have you been on? They're going to tell you 200, 100, 500. They're going to tell you all kinds of stuff. And then you'll be wondering, how are you feeling now? They're feeling terrible. I'm not going to lie to you. They're feeling terrible. They're not feeling good at all. They're not happy. And then they go to church, the pastor will start prophesying nonsense. All right? The problem in the life of these people are just too much for you to be prophesying nonsense. This is a time for you to be actually now, let's be real. Come on. You see, can we just be real for once? Can we just throw down and stop preaching theology and start preaching Christianity? All right? It's a way of life. You are married, you are not married. It doesn't change anything about you. It doesn't change nothing about you. Nothing's changed. You are still the same person. Paul didn't get married. Paul didn't get married. He was working for God. He was so busy that he actually doesn't even need to get married. Does it mean that he's going to hell? No, it's not. Does it mean that he didn't get respected? He was so respected. Does it change anything about him? No, it didn't change nothing about him. No. How many of you that are married today are having it good? How many of you? How many of you? So many of these ladies who wake up in the morning and they feel like killing themselves. And so many of them, they come to me, they talk to me every day. Like I'm depressed too myself right now. You think it's a joke? It's not a joke. They put their burden on me. They tell me how they feel. And I feel so bad because the society is not helping them. The society is bringing on theories and hypotheses or whatever they call it, and then they come in there. Is oh, this hypothesis has been tried, have been tested. It's now a theory. It is that. If you run that, they will start using construction of words in church. All this grammar, speaking English. At the end of the day, the people will come sit down and then they will go home, and their problem is still there in their life because they are not preaching Christianity. That is not Christianity. That's theology you're preaching. That's theology. And that is what is happening today. God is moving things around. People are knowledgeable now. People are seeing more things right now than what they used to see before. The Bible says in the last days, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Not only one person, not only two people. Everybody's going to have the Spirit of God. So they should be able to take that decision and make decisions by themselves because the Spirit is in them too, upon all flesh, regardless. He doesn't care. He said, on the last day, I will pour out my Spirit. The Spirit of God is actually being poured out. Men and women are waking up now. And I think that this is the time for us to preach the real undiluted word of God that will bring deliverance and bring peace into the heart of people and set people free from bondages. That's why I'm actually calling on the Igbo community. Because you pay too much doesn't mean that you cannot walk away from your marriage if your life depends on it. If your life is at stake, if you're suffering, you are not living your life the way God wants you to live it. Let me tell you something. Let me remind you again. You can only live 120 years on earth. And after your 120 years, that's the end of it. You can't go further after that. I'm telling you. Now, what are you going to be able to write that you achieve between 1 and 120? Nothing. You are in suffering, in bondage. You are cooking for a man that never was faithful to you. You are cooking for a man that was not even standing there for you. You are cooking for a man that didn't have sexual relationship with you at all. You are not in a relationship. You are in prison. That's exactly what I want to tell you. You're busy asking me, oh, divorce is biblical. Divorce is not biblical. You keep on saying it, but you are suffering in your house. Suffering in your homes. What will you record? What will your children be able to learn from you? Your children are learning that suffering is normal. Your children, they are learning that bondage is normal. That's not what we should be teaching our children. It is time for men to stand up and become real men. Okay? And it is you, women, that will make it happen. If you do not reject it, the men will continue to do it to you. If you don't stand against it, the men will continue to do it to you. When you stand on your feet and tell the man, you say, go and kiss transformer, I'm walking away from you. I have a job. I can live by myself. I will take care of my children. They will come back to their brains. They will understand that this woman is not joking. But because you keep on begging him, you are kneeling down, rolling on the floor, you are a nobody. They will keep on pushing you down, pressing you down, rendering you useless. You will continue to be useless in your life. All right? I'm telling you. And go and tell your parents too. Let your parents stop collecting 1 million, 2 million naira from men because they want to marry you. And they said, are you a cow? Are you a cow or are you a goat? Which one be your own? Why is your father selling you to a man 1 million naira? For what reason? No wonder they are treating you like a nobody. They bought you already, they paid for you. You better tell your dad, I don't want you to collect no money from my husband. I want to go there as a regular person. I don't want to go there as somebody that was sold. I am going to my husband's house as a regular person, and I want to stand by myself. I want to be able to talk when something is wrong. I want to be able to talk. I want to be able to defend myself. I don't want nothing. So a woman was telling me today, he said, when you don't want me again, you have to return the bride price. You know what I'm saying? Return the bride price for what reason? Okay, so if I don't want you anymore, then your family must return the bride price to me. So you're going to actually return my virgin girl too. I'm going to tell you, if you want the 1 million naira back, then send my daughter back as a virgin. Okay, send her back as a virgin. I don't want her to have children when you are sending her back. I will return your 1 million to you, but send my daughter back the same way you collected her. This is a kind of a tradition that is actually not right. It's just not right. It's just not right. So we need to be careful. You as a woman, you must actually stand and say, no, don't collect 1 million over my life. I want to be able to have a voice. I don't want to be a slave of somebody. I want to have my own life. Okay? I want to be able to stand and defend myself. No, don't do that. Don't sell me off like a slave. I don't want that. I don't want that. That's the way it should be. If you don't know. So what am I saying is that there's a lot going on in the life of single ladies. The single brothers don't have it. The single brothers don't have it. The single brothers they're happy. They're happy because they are able to sleep with everybody. They are happy because they're shiny. They don't have any baggage, no problem for themselves. At the age of 45, a brother can say, I want to marry now. At the age of 50, they can now come out and say, yeah, I'm ready to be married now. But it is the women that are going through so much. They're going through so much pain, so much pain, so much pain, so much pain. Every day, they wake up in the morning, they're depressed, and especially the ones that have kids. The ones with kids, oh God, is it the ones that are still single, no kids? They still believe they got a chance. But the ones with kids, they believe that, okay, it's not very slim. I don't think anybody will want me and my children. They wake up in the morning, the next thing is they call Pastor Shola. Hello, Pastor Shola, where is the husband? Pastor Shola, where is the husband? Pastor Shola, where is the husband? And it's as if to say Pastor Shola is manufacturing husband. I am not a manufacturer of husband. I don't manufacture husband. I advertise it. I wait for people to call me and say, I like this girl you have advertised. Understand? But I feel the pain of those people. They didn't just want to call me. It's not like they actually delight in calling me, asking for where is the husband. It is because they went to sleep. They are lonely. They got nobody to talk to. They held their pillow all night. Just imagine people that have had sexual relationship before, but today they cannot have it. And they're just sitting down right there watching TV by themselves. They cook for themselves. They eat their own food by themselves. They go to sleep by themselves. They are scared of the society. The church doesn't want them. The church doesn't want them at all. They are not good for church. When the church people see them, they say, oh, this sister, oh, no, she's not good enough. Don't put her in any committee. Oh. Don't put her in the choir. Oh, she's a divorcee. Oh, or she's a single mother. Oh, or she doesn't have a husband. Oh, we don't want them here to come and be sleeping with all the men. With all the men. They don't. They don't. So they're not good. They're not useful. I went to a church to pray one time. They put the divorcees and the single mothers on one side. There is one side they put a label there that if you're a divorcee, or you are a single mother, this is your role. And I begged the pastor, I said, sir, God has not sent me to the rest of the people. God has sent me to this one that you refer to as the single mothers and the divorcees. Can you permit them to come to the front? And they said, yeah. And the other ones that are married ones, they move to the back. And they put a row in between them so they will naturally not mix with the ones that are divorced and single mothers. I said the way they treat them like as if to say they are plagues. They treat them like as if to say they are cancer, they're disease. That's what I saw. And that made me to cry that day. When I go back to my hotel room, I cried. These people didn't bargain to be divorced. These people didn't tell God, I want to be single all my life. These people didn't tell God, I want to be a woman. These people didn't make a choice. They had no choice. God created them like that. And then they went into that stuff. They didn't pray to God for divorce. Their husband was just wrong. And then the man walked away. And now they're single at the age of 30. They're single mothers at the age of 28. Understand? And the church doesn't want to absorb them. Nobody wants to stand with them. They don't have anybody actually checking out on them. Nobody checking on them. Nobody wants to have any relationship with them because the wife of this brother will say, don't talk to that sister. And the husband will say that, oh, these people are not holy. Let them sit in one corner. They have offended God. Oh, they are not good enough. Marriage is not a ticket to heaven, my brother. To be married or to be divorced has nothing to do with you making heaven. The Bible says, in as much you believe in Jesus, he said you are saved. Your marital life or marital situation doesn't dictate where you go, hell or heaven. I want to let you know that. And I think that the church is supposed to stand by them. Jesus Christ said to the disciples, to the Pharisees, he said, where is the office of those that are taking care of the widows and the motherless and the fatherless? The children of a single mother is a fatherless child. The father is not involved. The father is missing. These are the people that God has sent the church to go to. You are supposed to stand by them, shield them, protect them, just like Christ is doing for the church. We're doing for the church. What are we doing? We are killing them. We are sending them out of the church. No wonder they're all going outside and they're going everywhere. And all of these devourers, the stupid guys are now coming in to trick them, sleep with them, abandon them. Abandon them. And we think God is happy. God is not happy. Everybody, we are all human beings. I always say this. I say it doesn't matter where you've been, where you are, where you're going, whatever it is that you pass through in life, there is still a space for you in your Father's house. Every one of us were created by God. One day will be one day when the day of judgment will come. You will find out people that will go to heaven and the ones that won't go there. Holier than thou people. I don't know. I don't understand you. Holier than thou people. You carry righteousness as if to say you are actually righteous by yourself, like you don't have a sin. You've not committed the sin. I see you Matthew too many. That's really about two. You will see. The God is covering us. God is the one covering our sin. He's covering us right now because he loved us so much. And that is why your own secret is not outside yet. Every one of us, we have a shortcoming. We have one thing we are doing that is not correct. That when the people of the world will see, their own is obvious anyway because their husband walked away. Now you are able to see. So many of you guys live in abusive relationship and you still come to church with that same crazy husband. Many of you guys are actually in a house where the husband is cheating 24/7. He's got 17 kids all over the world and you're still living there. Understand? And yet you are now joining the rest of the people now to crucify the single mothers because their own is obvious. We could see it. We cannot see your own. What you're passing through, we don't know. So many of you guys are living in a relationship whereby your husband is HIV carrier. Okay, and we cannot say it, we cannot see it, but the guy is there in your home, and you are actually there. Now, be part of those ones that are crucifying other people. Oh God, I'm pissed off this morning. I'm pissed off this morning. I'm telling you. You see, the church is supposed to stand up and look at those ones that are actually being wounded. The wounded ones are the ones we're supposed to go for. Leave the ones that are healthy alone. Leave the ones that are strong alone. Leave the ones that are rich alone. Let's go for the ones that are poor, the ones that are having problems. Let's go to the ones that have been challenged. Let's go to the ones that have been wounded. Those are the ones that we're supposed to shield and then bring them up, restore them. Let them be happy again. Let them feel the joy of the Lord. Let them look back and see you and see us and say we are standing by them. Single mothers are beautiful. Single mothers are fantastic. Single mothers are the best. They are women. They are Christians. They are one of those people that God created and God loved them so much. They have been wounded. No doubt about that. But they will spring forth again. And they will come back up again. And they will stand again. I'm telling you, either you like it or don't like it, God is going to touch their lives. And God will restore them back into faith. It doesn't matter. I want to tell people, you don't understand. Listen to me. You see, there's no sin in this world that the Holy Ghost cannot forgive. We are the ones killing people. We are the ones ruining the life of people. People are walking away from church because of you and I. You're only than thou kind of stupid attitude that we have. Stupid attitude that we have. I'm pissed off right now. I'm telling you. All right? We're supposed to be praying for these ones. We're supposed to support and stand with them. And the men who are actually going all around the place doing whatever, we're supposed to preach messages and advise them. It's not just about praying. It's about you going in to confront the devil inside of them. Men are supposed to be trained. What do we do with the men fellowship in our churches? Nothing. We go drinking. What do we do? What kind of activities do men do in our churches? No, they don't do nothing. They just come to church and then they go. And pastor don't want to offend them because they want them to keep on coming. They are not being trained. Nothing. Nobody's touching their lives. They come the same way, they go the same way. And that's why they have that privilege and opportunity to divorce their wife, and they feel like there's nothing. No big deal. They found out that I don't understand. They beat their wives and nothing's going to happen right after. You know what I'm saying? They do all manners of things in line and nobody's saying anything. Why are the pastors going to the women and say, hey, you keep on praying. You keep on praying. What about the men? What would they be doing? What did you teach the woman, the men to do? You came to the woman that have been abused, the woman that have been beat up in the hospital. You say, let her continue to pray. How about the husband? Have you been to the husband's house and tell the man to stand up on your feet? Stand up on your feet right there. What kind of useless man are you? Are you really born again or not? You're stupid. Kneel down right there and let me talk to you. You are the father in the Lord. You're supposed to do something there. But it's a lie. Did you do anything? You didn't do nothing. You're telling the innocent woman to be praying. Is he the one that is committing adultery? Is he the one that is cheating? The one that is cheating, have you said anything to that one? Oh, you don't have power to say anything to that one. Let them bring them to me. You will know Pastor Shola will say something. Me, I don't care. You like me, you don't like me, I don't care. You are not feeding me. You are not the one paying my house rent. If you like, go say, if you like, you block his transformer. I will tell you to your face. You must be crazy. Something must be wrong with your brain. Your medulla oblongata is actually not correct. Okay, I just don't want. You see, I wonder. You see, the way life has gone, it has turned around and the whole life is upside down. I don't understand it. If a father can be sleeping with the daughter, then you will know that the level of craziness that we have in the society. Okay? Mental problem. A lot of Nigerian men, they are mentally sick. They are mentally sick. Mentally sick. You know, if you can do that, if a brother can be sleeping with the sister, something is wrong with the society. We're supposed to go and check. We're supposed to go and check. In the olden days, anybody that lives under your roof inside your house is untouchable. We count them to be a family member. You can it's not like that today. It's not like that today. It's not. I'm telling you. And then every one of us will say, oh, we are Christian. Let us pray. What is let us pray? What is the meaning of let us pray? We're supposed to teach these people. We're supposed to discipline them. We're supposed to teach them what they're supposed to know. Then we pray. Prayer wants to work on something. You just don't pray. Let the person be corrected. Let the person be brought to book. Sit them down and tell them to their faces and say, you are stupid, you are an idiot for beating your wife. Any man who raises up his hand to beat his wife is an animal. Tell it to their faces. Let them understand. Let them hear it in their heart. As a man. You are an animal as a man. Beating your wife means that you are a stupid idiot, you are a gorilla, you are a buffoon. Okay? That's what you should tell them. You don't come here and be saying, Genesis chapter 2, when God created man, he said, man, you be the head of the family. Tell the man, who said, you are animal, yeah? You are a beast for doing what you've just done. Do you send the woman to the hospital? You are a beast. You need brain surgery. Do you have a medical doctor? Do you have a family doctor? If you say no, I need to recommend a psychiatric doctor to you because they have to put you under evaluation to check your brain if your brain is still working correctly. Any man who will raise up his hand and beat another person is a stupid idiot. Stupid idiot. I'm telling you. You tell it to their face, stop quoting scriptures and telling scriptures say what? Leave the scripture alone. Let them understand it. You see, these men, they come to church, they come and decorate the chairs. They don't listen to messages. They don't listen to no messages. They don't listen to anything. They just go to the house and they act like a crazy person. Bring them to counseling. Bring them to family. I did it recently. Recently, I was at the counseling session and the man was telling me, I was looking at him like this. The wife knew I was mad. I was shaking my leg. You know when you are shaking your leg, I was nothing. He was talking. When I finished in school, when I went to the college, when I went to the when he finished talking, I look at his face. I said, brother, all the English you've been talking since money no concern me. I said, what concern me is this woman. I said, if I ever in this life again hear that all your college thing you have been going, you gone to college, you gone graduated, you graduated cum laude, you are telling me all this big grammar that me I don't understand. I don't want to understand. What I understand is if you ever in your life lay hands on this woman again, that is when you will know that I'm not just a pastor. I am a boxer. Oh yeah, I will be a boxer. You with me and you will dance. For real, me and you, we go dance. And the wife is the pastor, please. I said, no, sit down, sit down. What be ya, that boy, what be ya, that ya, 20 won't be. I'm telling you right now. Also, at the end of the day, when we finished talking, it was not positive. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. We're sorry for like that. Sorry for daddy at mommy. Is this supposed to be? Has she done anything? She didn't do nothing. She agreed to marry you. She married you. You're supposed to treat her right. If you don't want her again, bro, hello, I will so much respect you. If you don't want her anymore, all you gotta say is that I'm done loving you and I'm moving out of this house. I will respect you until I die. I will respect you until I die. I am going to respect you until I die. But don't look for strategy. Don't look for a way to kick her out, to frustrate her life. If you know you're done loving this woman, all you gotta say, I'm sorry, my dear. I am no longer in love with you. I just want to move out. She's gonna cry. She's gonna block you by the door. She's gonna do all manners of things, but just respect her. And just tell her, I'm sorry, I can't. It's not because she's arrogant. You say, look at how she's the one beating me. Yes, he will beat you. Oh, look at how she's the one slapping me. Yes, she must slap you. You know why? She got no chance anymore. You still have a lot of chances in your life. You can walk away, and then the second day you find another woman to marry. She can't. She must react. She's bound to react. If she did not react, she must be an unfaithful woman. Probably she has been unfaithful to you before. That's why she didn't react. She must react. Because when you leave that relationship that she has invested over 10, 15 years into, and you walk away, she must react. Because number one, she will look at herself. You have 4 kids. Where is she going to go now? Now the bulk of the weight is going to be upon her. She must slap you. I will encourage her to slap you like 50 times. Big time effort you know you, so that wherever you go, you will always remember that day for good. You will celebrate. There will be an anniversary of the slapping day. You will always remember in your head, the day I left Jumake, she slapped me 50 times in front of Pastor Shola. And I will never forget. You will write it in your diary. You will put it on your iPhone. Your iPhone will always remind you 2 days before that anniversary that you will always feel the pain of slapping will always still repeat itself. It will become a sign, and you will teach it to your children's children and to your unborn children wherever you go. Say the day of slapping must be celebrated, oh? And then they will ask you why that is. Because it's the day I left Egypt. All right, I left Egypt by myself, and the Egyptians, they slapped me red and blue. You will celebrate it. You must not celebrate it. I won't let you go for free. You must celebrate it. You must have a celebration. So women will now look at you. They are crying. They are actually blocking you. They are doing all manners of things, not because of anything, because they have been thinking about it. By the time you walk away, they're going to be alone. That's number one. Number two, the job of taking care of the kids is going to be on them and them alone. And then before they can even find somebody that will love them, it will take time. It will take time. So you walking away means that you have options. You walking away from that relationship, you already have it at the back of your mind that when you walk out, you're going to find another man another woman the second day. But that's not what they're thinking. They don't have that much chances anymore. They're not going to be stuck. They can't go anywhere. The children must be on their neck and crying here, looking for food here, cooking there and there. And they have to go to work full time just to get all these things going on. All right? And if you're a good man and you walk away from home, at least pay child support. Pay child support. And when you pay child support, the woman's life will be easy. So she will have money to pay the rent and then feed your children so that she won't work herself to death. And then you can walk away and go and do whatever it is that you like. I will still respect you for that. For real. I will respect you for walking away, leaving the woman alone to live her life, but at least you didn't leave your own children without catering for them. I will still respect you. I will. I will respect you. Okay? So the pain of single sisters, the pain is so much. So much. So much. You see, the ones that are single, never been married, they are actually being affected because of what the society normally do. The questions society asks us every time. African culture is all about you have to have children, you have to have husband, ọkọ yín ńkọ́, ọmọ yín ńkọ́, ọmọ mélòó lẹ ti bí, ọmọ yín fẹ́ gbà búrò, ta ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún? Kí ló kàn ẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọmọ tó ń gbà búrò? Kí ló kàn ẹ́? Ṣé ìwọ ló fẹ́ bá wọn tọ́jú ọmọ ni? Ṣé ìwọ ló fẹ́ tọ́jú ọmọ fún wọn? Ṣé tó bá bí iṣẹ́ wọn gbé wá sínú ilé ẹ̀ tó ń béèrè pé ọmọ yín fẹ́ gbà búrò? Kí ló àbúrò wo? And these people, they know they can only take care of 2 kids. And they already have 2 kids. Chicken, no? You say, ọmọ yín fẹ́ gbà búrò, àbúrò wo ló ń gbà? Àbúrò wo ló ń gbà? You know, that's actually, I don't understand. I don't get it. You see, Nigerians, we need to go and actually do brain surgery. Brain surgery is important. It's very important. It's very, very important. All right? So let me open my telephone line in case anybody would like to call in. The telephone number to reach me is 405-550-5135. That's the telephone number to reach me in the studio right this moment. 405-550-5135. If you have any question, or probably you have a kind of a suggestion, or probably you want to say your own view about this, just give me a call right now. Let every one of us, let's hear you. Let's hear what you got to say about this whole thing. If you're out there, you want to call from outside of New York City, you want to call from outside of America, you put +1 in front of that number. That's the code that you're going to put there. +1 405-550-5135. Let's hear your view. What do you have to say? Do you have something to say about this? A woman wrote me yesterday that the husband finally agreed to come for counseling. Within 35 minutes of listening to the message, he was glued to it, and on his way going out, he called the wife and said, well, I think you should book an appointment with that pastor. I'm willing to go now to see him, and then we can actually get the counseling that we've been fighting for over 3 years. Let's get it done. And that's good. And I said something that other day. I said, the moment a man agrees to go for counseling, there is actually a success coming for the family. There is a success coming for the family. It's only if men refuse to come for counseling, then the family cannot stand. because women alone cannot do everything. We have to agree together. Can two people work together unless they agree? That's what the Bible is asking. No, it cannot happen. Agreement must be between the two of you for anything good to happen. In that relationship. So if we don't have any phone call coming in, I am a little tired right now. I need to let's see who this is. Let's see who this is. Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello. Do you want to contribute on the line?
Yes, I do.
All right, go ahead.
I just want to say that, what Pastor Shola is teaching is really good.
Okay.
A lot of people don't have the right people to talk to. They get into crisis in their relationships.
Yeah.
And what happens is that they don't talk to the right people.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem starts.
Okay.
And people need to make sure that they, sometimes you need someone to talk sense into your head.
Yeah.
And you need to talk to the right people.
Mm-hmm.
People call the worst people ever. That has nothing to contribute, and that's why they're in a mess.
Mm.
So men, women, we should have mentors. Who are you talking to?
Mm.
Who is the right person to talk to?
Yeah.
If you don't have the right person to talk to, then you are going in for trouble.
Mm.
Again, in this country, I live in the US, I live in Minnesota.
Okay.
Again, you should, when it's a relationship thing, it's a relationship thing. Shut your mouth up.
Mm.
Don't talk to everybody you see just because you wanna express yourself.
Yes.
At the end of the day, they are the ones that will break your home.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that will laugh at you behind your scene.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that will take the story all along the way.
Of course.
Again, men has a level of responsibility.
Mm.
Men. Women are crazy, yes. But if you know how to handle a woman, no matter how crazy she is out there, she will come home and she will take care of your family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my contribution.
Thank you. Thank you very much for contributing. God bless you. All right. We're still expecting more phone calls to come in. If you would like to call in, the telephone number +1 405 550 5135. People believe that I'm actually anti-men. I'm not anti-men. I'm a man myself. But I see that men are nowhere to be found when it comes to the position that God placed us. We are supposed to be the leader of the team, and we are supposed to hear from God and listen to instructions of God. But we are nowhere to be found. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello. You want to contribute on the line?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Pastor Shola.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I really appreciate your show. I'm lucky this morning to have to meet up with the time and all. And yeah, I said last week I was talking to my wife.
Yes.
And I told her, I said the preaching we are hearing from the church is totally a wrong one when it comes to marriage, because I'm 2 years in marriage right now.
Okay.
When it comes to marriage, I said it's totally wrong. The pastor will come to the altar and tell me for 20 years I've not quarreled with my wife. That pastor is lying. That's total lie.
It's a lie. It's a big time lie.
Individuals that get married are coming from two different backgrounds.
Yes, sir.
So there's definitely going to be issues. But at the end of the day, what makes you stay together is that you always come to a compromise.
You resolved it, yeah.
Work.
Yes.
That is where maturity comes in.
That's it.
Matured individuals that remain in marriage
is
because they allow their maturity to play.
Yes, sir.
But pastors, if they come and tell you, oh, my wife is this, my wife is that, I'm putting love in the altar, and whereas people stand with them come to tell us the story.
Yeah.
So I said they are really the ones destroying, because the youth these days, the mentality they are putting into the youth these days, getting into marriage, that marriage is all bed of roses.
They make their own marriage to look like it's actually very perfect. And every other person in the church, they are sinners. Their own marriage is not standing, and they are all standing. No. Every one of us, we are in the same shoe. The same thing is happening to every one of us.
It's just like salvation.
Yeah.
The way when I received salvation those days, they tell me once you receive Jesus Christ, everything is settled. They don't tell us the other side of it.
Of course.
It's just like that in marriage. That's the same preaching you're doing in marriage, because the youth these days are watching them say, oh, marriage is supposed to be sweet. So the very moment they get into it, they quarrel, they're like, this thing is not for me.
Yeah.
It's because you did not tell them that marriage is actually sweet, and at the same time,
it's very challenging. Yeah.
It's challenging.
Yeah.
It's very, very challenging. You marry somebody who's always falling sick. It's a challenge.
It's a big time issue. Yeah.
It's a big time issue. You You are spending
You
money.
marry someone with anger issue is a
With
big time
anger,
issue.
You have to learn how to manage all these things. They don't teach
Yeah.
us all things. So it was last week I was telling my wife that these things need to be changed. Pastor cannot
Yes.
come to the altar and just tell us outright lie, because these days I don't talk in my church because they said I'm rude when I ask questions. They say I'm rude, I'm antagonistic, so I keep quiet. I said, but these are some of the issues. I don't want you to call me politically correct.
Yeah.
When I ask you questions, just
Yeah.
tell me the real answer, because that's what I want to hear. Because these things are not actually there in the Bible, but God gives us sense to think and reason.
We got common sense. Yeah, common sense. Yeah.
Because I see myself, Pastor, I have anger issues sometimes.
Uh-huh.
When I talk to my wife, I have to come back to come and say sorry.
Uh-huh.
Then I go outside and say I've never abused my wife before.
Slap your face. Slap your face. You see, slap yourself in the face like 20 times. The anger will disappear.
You understand? So we have to commit. So that's why one thing I don't care how people will criticize you.
Yeah.
I don't care how they will say, oh, it's a pastor, it's not supposed to be talking the way he's talking.
I don't
care.
Do I really care myself?
You are actually giving it out the way it's supposed to be.
That is the way.
Yeah. Because seriously, as men, I'm telling you, we misbehave a lot.
We do.
Because of the background where we come from.
Me, myself, I misbehave a lot.
We misbehave a lot. Me, I'm talking from my own experience. We misbehave a lot.
Thank you, Jari, for agreeing.
As a Benin man, you are supposed to worship me. It's not supposed to be so. This is America, for crying out loud.
It's not even supposed to be in America alone. It's supposed to be like that in Nigeria too.
So we misbehave a lot. So when they come up and challenge us, we want to say, because you don't go school past me. No, it's because of the way we put ourselves.
The way we put ourselves. That's it.
It's just the way we put it. It's just the way we've grown up, and nobody has taught us these things.
Yes.
Nobody has taught us these things. Even up to say you are working. If you are working doesn't mean you shouldn't be affectionate to your wife or your children.
You're very
you
correct.
Spend more time, but nobody's teaching us this thing, Pastor. I'm telling you.
You're very correct.
Nobody's teaching us. Nobody taught me.
Yeah, but now you got it. You got it, and then you're gonna pass it to your children. You know. You pass your children, and your wife will enjoy. Thank you for calling, Jari, my brother. God bless you. All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
It's me.
All right. You want to contribute on the show? I said, do you want to contribute?
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, Pastor. I've been following your program for a very long time now. And, I was still following your program when you traveled to Nigeria. You just came back.
Okay.
I'm calling from Italy. I want to add my own contribution to the issue of women.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pastor, the issue of women is somehow it's a very delicate issue, and it's something we can never understand. It takes the grace of God to understand the issue of women.
Okay.
Why I'm saying this, Pastor, in life, some women are so wicked. No man ever want to marry a woman and leave the woman. That is what sometimes I do tell people, some women, before you get married, you have to look the background of the family of that man.
Yeah.
There are some men, they are just born to give polygamy. That is, they were brought up in that family. There are some women, you cannot tell me, I have three children, I have two daughters. Before my daughter got married, if you bring a man for me, the first thing I would do is to try to know about the man is the parents living together? Because if the parents does not live together, Pastor, I don't see how that man will stay with my daughter, because the man was not brought up in that way. He was not brought up in that, like a man must speak to his children. That is why I said, and secondly, most women, Pastor, they are wicked to the system of this society today, whereby woman will be hiding secrets from the husband. That is, the woman never, everything about her is the family, her family. She never reasoned one thing. You were discussing one issue 3 days ago about Nigeria, how people are making money in Nigeria, how people are making life easy in Nigeria. There are many of us here, Pastor, that want to go home. But sometimes the women will get married in Europe, in America, and everywhere. They make life so difficult for the man. That is my whole contribution, Pastor. I don't want to
So what you're saying is that bulk of the fault is on the women.
Sir?
You're saying bulk of the fault is on the women.
Yes, Pastor.
Okay, that's
not my comment. That is Pastor, to me, I define love as when some women define love in another perspective, and man define love in another perspective.
Yeah.
Man define love as respect.
Okay.
When my wife can say she loves me.
Yeah.
Why do you love me? Because you buy gifts for me, because you do this for me, because you go outside anytime you are coming home, you buy gifts for me. But as a man, if somebody asks me why I love my wife, I would tell her, not because she cooks so much.
Yeah.
I can say my wife, she doesn't know how to cook much. She's not because she's good in bed, but anytime I come home, she respects me.
Yeah.
She calls me out. The first word in the Bible love is respect.
Yes.
When Abraham, Sarah called Abraham.
You see, that's the problem. That's the problem we Nigerian people always have. Whenever we want to quote the scripture, we always want to quote Abraham and Sarah. How many Nigerian men can do what Abraham did to Sarah? Sarah didn't just call the man my Lord, oh, my brother. She didn't just say my Lord. Abraham have submitted, has loved. It was not Abraham that brought a woman home. It was Sarah that gave Abraham the second wife. You will see the level of respect Abraham has for his wife. Okay, so you need to talk towards the direction men. They don't respect their wives. You see, one thing that people don't understand, my brother, is this. If you want respect, you have to be a respectable person too, and a respectful person at the same time. You don't demand for respect, you command respect. Demanding respect means that you will be quoting scriptures and saying, Sarah called the husband my Lord, whereas you didn't do what Abraham did for Sarah to call him my Lord. So these are the things that we need to teach men. You see, whatever I do that people believe that maybe I'm anti-men, I'm not actually anti-men. What I do is that men, they have a big responsibility. And the big responsibility in the part of men is for them, number one, to choose the right wife. Number two, for them to train the wife, invest in the wife. Number three, is for them to reference the woman, respect her, love her. They are the one building the woman. Then the woman will now come back and reciprocate. And you will believe that a woman will always be right when you put the right thing into her. Love her the right way, invest the right thing into her, respect her the right way. You will find out they will always be good. That is if you marry the right person. You understand what I'm saying now? So marrying the right person is the most important. You can marry the wrong person and you just do all the good things. She will never be good to you because she's the wrong person for you to marry. All right? Yeah. So God bless you. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, the telephone line is still open. The telephone line is still open by the grace of God. I want you guys to go ahead and go ahead if you want. If you actually have any question for me, or probably you have a suggestion for us on this show at this point in time, go ahead. You're free to go ahead and make that phone call right now. Pastor Shola, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Well, this God bless you is no more. Which one now? I'm not anti-man. No. Making men to understand that they have very important role, very important responsibility. You cannot fail. You are not expected to fail. So you need to stand on your feet and do the right thing. Do the right thing. And if you know that you are no longer in love with the woman, the best thing is for you to just let her go. Hello?
Hello, Pastor Shola.
Yes, hello.
Can you hear me? Because I'm using my car. I put it on the phone, not married.
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to contribute to this issue of this topic you are dealing with.
Okay. Okay.
But I can see some people calling in and their contribution
Okay.
about the responsibility of man in marriage.
Yeah.
You see, fundamentally, let everybody get it and get it right.
Yeah.
If the foundation is faulty,
Yes.
there is nothing anybody can do. One of your caller called and said, look, more support, especially those support in Africa.
Yes.
We got into marriage just by chance, just by default, or I'm looking for. We just got into marriage, don't even know what it is to be married.
What marriage is, yeah.
We're not even mature, so even handle ourselves.
Yes.
Not somebody that cannot even take care of himself.
Yes.
That now bring somebody into his life. Your life is going to be messed up.
Of course.
Don't let anybody, a woman that cannot even take care of herself. Now he got involved with somebody that is rude, that he cannot even take care of himself.
That's kata go bust now.
Most of the houses we have is built on calamity.
Mm.
And we must understand this.
Mm.
And if you don't go back to the baby,
Yeah.
and you see, like when somebody said, nobody is teaching us about all these things.
Yeah.
Our father, in my own time, our parents never sat us down to tell us, this is marriage. This is what we encounter. We never had the opportunity of having Facebook or Instagram or social media that we can listen to somebody telling us some things that we can speak at least when you speak. And when you go to church, it's the same, what they call it, it's the same thing they will be saying every Sunday. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Practical life. They will never teach you. So how do you think there will be no problem?
I know.
There will be problem and there will continue to be problem.
I know.
The choices we made when we started our relationship is so faulty that we cannot even correct it in the process we have taken. And this goes on the children. We are single parents here. Women will just run away. They will impregnate a woman and they will run away. Yeah. They will impregnate a woman, they will bring it to their house. And when the woman is in the house, they can't start to see the character of the woman. Or the woman now see the character of the man.
Yeah.
And that, what are you going to do? You cannot do anything.
Nothing.
The only thing is you have to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
And we must start to teach our children. Even if you are single parents, if you are a single father or a single mother, or you are even married, we must inculcate the culture of teaching our children the fundamentals and the rudiments of marriage. That is when we can have change. The one we have right now, we will be going to conference, Pastor Shola, we will be hearing so many stories. You will see some stories, you yourself will be shaking. Say, why on earth is this happening? You understand? Because it is on a faulty ground. So we must start to teach ourselves. And when let's talk come about us to issue of men. We men, especially African men, our ego is going to kill us. And that's why most of the men are not prospering. But I'm not going to also blame them because most of them die in the process too. When you marry a woman that will never give you rest of mind, that will always give you problems. Eventually you have hypertension and you drop dead.
And you just die.
Or 45, if you are enjoying it. And if you marry a man too, that is giving a woman a problem. One day that woman will drop dead.
We die.
You see? So now the fault is both sides.
Of course.
On the side of that man, on the woman. Because you found yourself. Something brought you to the two of you together. Both of you, your porous head, you will never think of what is going to be the consequence of this our actions. What is going to be the consequence of having sex with a woman without condom, and you are going to impregnating somebody, and now you run away from your, because you think that woman is not good enough for you, or because you think that man is not good enough for you. You have to pay. People are running away from their responsibility. We've created kata all over the world. You see some men, they have children with over 8, 9, 10 men, women. I used to wonder, how would these people survive? This is mental slavery. What we are doing to ourselves, to our generation, is mental slavery. How will you go and get involved with women that you know, I'm not going to take children, I'm not going to care, or you are not even ready, you are not even prepared. And these are the things that we must teach our children. If you know I'm not going to marry somebody, don't have sex without condom. If you have to have sex.
Don't have sex at all. Don't even have sex at all.
No, don't. Pastor Shola.
Yeah?
Somebody said it just now.
That what?
Don't let us deceive ourselves.
What did he say?
Don't let us
What did he say? What did he say? We have to tell them, sir. We have to tell them. Ben.
But I'm telling you, you yourself, with the level of knowledge you have now,
yes,
and with the calling that you have now,
yeah,
you know that if you gather 10 adolescents, let's say 20 adolescents, you can gather them in a place.
Yeah.
And you are telling them not to have sex.
Yeah.
I can tell you, out of those 20, 10 of them will do an experiment.
Of course. You know, and you know what that would do to them later in the future when they fall into the pit? They will now remember I was warned. Now, and you know what will happen later after that, sir? Later after that, they will now come to that understanding that when people say don't do something, they have a reason why they say it. Yeah.
I agree with you, Pastor Shola.
Yes.
That is why both of us that, you know, when our father used to beat us, I don't know if you have gone through that before.
Yeah.
You know, our father would clean up, they beat us with the head, they would beat us. That's those time we'll be thinking, this man should just die, he just go and die. But you know that when we now grew up, we now discovered that that man was fighting.
Yes. Of course, but at the end of the day, you've said it. We have to say it. Our own responsibility is to say it. Yeah, we will tell them. We have to tell them.
But at the same time, we tell them the practicalities that are involved.
Of course.
Even when you are going to do it, this is going to be the consequence.
Yes.
This is going to be the consequence. If you do it, it's going to be. If you don't do this, it's going to be the consequence.
Yes.
So now, what is at the end, in summary, you see, we are both victims when it comes to the issue of marriage.
Of course.
Both men and women, we are both victims.
Yes.
You cannot say somebody is at fault or somebody is not at fault.
Now, sir, the reason I do what I do, let me explain it to you. The place of teaching is very important. When we now set up meetings of how to enjoy your marriage, meetings of how to treat your spouse correctly, how many men do we see there? Now, that is now see, you understand me, sir? Now the issue is this: it becomes the fault of the men because we only see the women come out to want to learn. Men don't want to learn anything. And you mentioned it. It is the ego of Nigerian men that will kill Nigerian men. The ego. So why should we blame them? It's because it's in born. When you look at the church, people go to church to worship God. Where are the men? They are not there. They are expecting for God to bless their marriage, but they don't serve God. When it comes to teaching, they're supposed to learn. Where are they during the time of class? They are not there. And that is where I am actually talking. If men can actually make up their mind, let me go and learn how to have sex with my wife. Do you know, I come to understand one thing recently, my brother, that a lot of men don't understand. They think sex is just and it's because they don't know. It's not because they're wicked though. It's not they're wicked though. It's because they don't know it. Yeah.
You know that I don't even know the meaning of sex.
Wow.
For 15 years, and I've had all my kids. I never knew that there is something they call orgasm. For 15 years.
Yeah.
It was when I now met a girl.
Yeah.
And it dealt with me.
You did on that G, Abby, on that G. Yeah.
Then after I did all my stupidity, then he now brought me. Where are you going? I said, I'm going now. Then you must be out of your mind. Now put me through the rigor and training. Now I'm ready for me. That is when I so many men. No, seriously, so many men are in that type of position, especially our African men.
Yeah.
They don't even know how to handle a woman.
Yeah.
Emotionally and sexually.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Look at the things that most men lack in Africa.
We don't know it.
They don't even understand the body language of a woman.
They don't. Now, that brings me. Yes, sir.
I was telling to You are not interested in what is going on in the life of your partner. The partner, the woman is only interested in his own self. What is good for me? What is good for me? What I want? He never takes time to study the man to know what is good for that woman.
That man,
The stupidity of that man.
Of course, it's all about training and teaching, sir.
And I'm going to tell you today.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do to offend that man is to just touch his phone. So, if you understand that as a woman, forget that man with his phone and concentrate on the area of strength. You know that you will enjoy the marriage. You believe that. If it is sex, a man must understand the body language of his wife, and know what he wants at a particular point in time. And he must be ready to do it. And that is the sacrifice that is involved in marriage. But we don't understand this as a Shola. We are so selfish. And that's why you see a man. The only thing he's interested in is to collect the money of his wife. Every time. That's the only time he loves that wife. Then the woman is giving him money. And he's using the money to do whatever he wanted to do. He has to build out. He has to set up business. He has to go and give it out to go and enjoy. That's the only time. He never understands the pain that woman is going through. He never understands that this woman is not an animal. It's a human being like them. And then, vice versa. The same thing with women. We have to understand. We need to understand ourselves. No matter how terrible a woman is, he has no point. He has no the weak point.
Of course.
To deal with you.
Yeah.
And no matter how terrible a man is,
yes.
When you don't see a man that is breaking out in the house, that the most weak. I want to tell all women now, when you see a man
you see the major problem with our men. Do you want me to open it up to you? Our Nigerian men, they want to always eat their cake and still have it. Now, the problem Nigerian women have with Nigerian men is that Nigerian men in America, they want to have sex with Caribbean, they want to have sex with Black American, they want to have sex with Oyibo people. They are very adventurous. They want to actually be married and still be living single life. Now, the issue...
where that money comes from?
I want to know, sir.
We are emotionally, right from where we come from.
Yes.
We are emotionally, how do I call it? There's no language that's supposed to. We are emotionally disconnected. If you don't understand this psychology, it's about what they call it compensation in psychology.
Okay.
When they get here and they see the reality of life, especially when they know that when they want to have money, the next thing is adventure. They are compensating for the past. You know what I mean? For the past thing that they thought they are disadvantaged of. They are compensating. They don't answer the cook. They don't answer the cook. See that they'll be bouncing. They'll be wearing their jeans and their t-shirts. And they'll be going. You know, they'll be doing all those nonsense all over the place. It's not their fault. It is because of their background, where they are coming from. And I want to tell you this is applicable to women too. When a woman goes here and gets to America, to Europe or whatever, and they have this financial empowerment, and they know that, yes, I can take care of myself. Now they want to compensate for those things that are not idiot man that have been treating them like animals. And they are putting it in their mind. You don't understand. When you shoot a woman in Africa, you will reap it when you get back to America here or get back to Europe, wherever, because by the time that woman is financially empowered, he will now discover himself herself. He will now discover herself, okay, I have this power. Now I can use it where I'm independent now. I don't need you to do the only thing you cannot do that. Unfortunately for African men, they don't know that you're making a woman from them when they get to America here or they get to Europe. It's emotional support. Every other thing the woman can do it for herself.
Well, I still stand on my point, but I thank you for calling in to be truthful today. You have already opened up a lot and you've agreed with so many points. And a lot of women, the women online, they are appreciating you for opening up. And I believe that other men will be so transparent like you, and they will be ready to learn and to take their relationship back to the next level. And with that girl that gave you on that Tell the lady to go and kiss transformer. You don't need that again. You've learned a lot. Oh, better go and 10 years ago, Baba. Me obodo go. Go to one bell. Baba to retire. Oh, double. Oh, double. Voluntary retirement. Itamanlia boys Wale. Let me pick this caller, Mama. Mama, let me give this call. Hello? Hello?
Hey, can I be on the show, Pastor Shola?
Yeah, go ahead. You're on the show.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm trying to appreciate everything you've done on the show.
Thank God, sir.
May the Lord continue to uphold your family.
Amen.
And you have saved a lot of marriages.
Thank
You
God,
have
sir.
saved a lot of single men and men, even the married people, due to your intelligence and your information you are dishing out to everyone.
Thank God.
I've been your ardent follower for a long time.
Wow.
And I appreciate the way you balance your views. You're not pro woman, like you said. You give out the truth to men and women.
Of course.
So
everybody, they have their own days.
Yes, you balance it very well. And I'm calling to just appreciate you. And if I begin to tell you everything personally, you are spoken my mind all the time.
Wow.
So people over there, they need to go back to your video to it with pure mind, no biased mind. If you take it the way you will save their marriages, and marriage, they will enjoy their life.
They will.
So living in Nigeria and living abroad, it does not mean we are different. It is only because our inner attitude towards marriage, what we break into, and all the factors you have mentioned so far. So women in Nigeria too, they are having a difficulty in their marriages, the same way in America, here in London, in Europe. But what do you bring in? Your attitude, your knowledge, your information in the marriage. So I just want to appreciate you, Pastor Shola. God will keep you. Thank you, and have a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you too. God bless you, sir. All right, man, it's 10 o'clock, 10:18 already. Man, we have been able to deal with this topic real well today. Women are passing through a lot. We need to actually respect them, pray for them. I think we should pray for them. Pray for a lot of women passing through a lot. I understand. Many people believe that women have issues also. Yeah, there are some women that are crazy. I always say that all the time. There are crazy women also. But if you marry the right person and then you treat the woman correctly, they don't have any reason to be crazy. They will turn crazy because they are lacking something. They will turn crazy because they've been talking about some certain things and you've not been listening. You have not been treating them right. You've been doing what you like and you believe they are the Lord and the King over their lives, that Abraham was called by Lord by Sarah, but you are not willing to do what Abraham did, or you just want to be called by Lord. That's not going to help situation. You yourself, you need to first of all study Abraham, the relationship between Abraham and his wife, Sarah, and then put yourself in the shoes of Abraham, and then you will find out your wife will put herself, in the shoe of Sarah, and will refer to you as my Lord, and reference you, respect you until the end. I saw the comment of Global Like Timmy that said he disagreed with the statement I made about men don't go to church, that men have discovered the lies of the pastors and stuff. Even though there are pastors that are lying, we still have good pastors that tells the truth. You can't come to my church now and not hear the truth. So why are they still not coming? All right, they're still not coming because men are nowhere to be found. If you try a church, not every church is bad and not every church is good. There are good churches all over the place. I fellow church. So if you really want to go to church, you will go and shop around again. You visit other churches, visit wherever you could go to learn the word of God, the truth. So, and then you start going. Sitting down at home and be saying, oh, all pastors are bad, and be saying all churches are fake. It's not an excuse. The Bible says, and Jesus said, I will build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail. There are still churches that belongs to God, and there are churches that belongs to men. They lie, they 419 people, automatically there are still good churches. It's just like jobs also. If you now say you are angry because your boss is treating you bad, that means all of the bosses all over the world, they are all generally bad, and you're going to stay home and you're not going to go to work, then you're going to actually suffer. You will not be able to eat. So it is just because men believe that, okay, God won't do anything. If I go to church, I don't go to church, God just cannot do anything. But if you don't go to work, you know you're going to be poor and you can't pay house rent. That's why they obey, even though work is not good, even though their bosses are not treating them correctly. A lot of men, they have female bosses at work. The way they talk to them, they will treat them, they don't like it, but they have to go. It's compulsory for them to go there. All right, they go. They cannot say, because my boss is a woman, I'm not going to go. Okay, but they do it for God, because God can do nothing. All right, if you go to church and you don't go to church, there is nothing God is going to do. So they disrespect God because God is not going to do anything. But one thing they've forgotten is that, you see, the time of reckoning is come, the time of punishment is come, the time of the Lord will come. Either we like it, we don't like it. Either we like it, we don't like it, that time will come. And when the time will come, every one of us will actually enjoy whatever we have sown. That's why he said, behold, I am coming quickly, and my rewards are with me to give unto each one according to their work. So for you telling me, oh, that people don't want to go to church because pastors are crooked, no, that's not a good excuse. Let men go and put themselves together and find a good pastor to put at his church, and let them start a church by themselves. Let them go there, let them listen to the word of God, let them listen to correction, let them listen to instructions from God. When they do that, you will find out that life will be different. It's going to be different. All right? So that's not an excuse at all. It's not. So that's the issue. Men just don't want to go to church. That's one thing about them. When they call parties, they go. When they call one meeting somewhere, they go. When naked women are going to be available at the place, they go. They don't get sick. They get sick when it's time for church. They get tired. I've been working since yesterday. I've been working for 1 week. It's only Sunday I have to rest. But when it's a party that women will be naked there, they will stand up and go. They will stand up and go. Okay, they don't get tired. They run. They go to the place. All right? So men just want to enjoy. They just want to party. They want to drink beer. They want to talk about women, talk about everything, and all kinds of. That's what they like. They cannot sacrifice nothing for themselves, sacrifice anything for the family, sacrifice anything for God. It's time for us to sacrifice something for God and say, listen, you know what? I have to sacrifice some things for God. Every Sunday, I have to go to church. Every Sunday, I have to lead by example. My children must be lovers of God. And for your children to love God, I have to show them an example by me going to church, by me learning something from God. I went to church all my life. I have learned so much in my life. I've gone to churches whereby the church is crooked. I went through the church also to learn what I shouldn't do. All right, I went through it to be able to learn the bad things, and then I learned the good things. So right now, I'm able to balance up my life by knowing what is bad and what is good. And that's exactly what makes us, and that's what will make us to become like God. To become like God. If you listen to the book of Genesis very well, when God created Adam and Eve, they said he created them in his own image, but they were not like God. He didn't create them to be like God. He created them to be a dummy. They have to listen to instruction from God. It was until they fell. They ate the fruit. The Bible now said, and God said, now man has become like one of us. It was the fruit that made them to become like one of God. That means the devil was not lying. The devil didn't lie to them. He said, if you eat the fruit, you will be like God. That was what the devil said to them. He said, if you eat the fruit, you will be like God. And when they ate the fruit, their eyes got open. They now saw that they were naked. So before God didn't create them to be exactly like him, now God saw that now they could see, they could know the difference between good and evil. God now said, man has finally become like one of us. Let us send him out of the Garden of Eden, so lest he will lay his hand upon the tree of life and live forever. All right? Just like them. So they don't want man to live forever just like them inside of that same situation. So they have to send him out of the Garden of Eden. So man has been shown. We have been shown what is good, what is bad, what is evil, what is righteous. He said, I beseech you, choose the right thing. Men don't choose right things. They don't want to choose anything right. And that's the problem that we have today. They rather choose the wrong things. They rather satisfy the flesh. And the Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 8, he said, if you obey the flesh, you're a man of the flesh. But when you obey the Spirit, you are a man of the Spirit. And the Bible made us to know that our God is Spirit. And those that will worship him in spirit and in truth. And that's exactly the way God wants it. And Jesus Christ said to the woman by the way, he said, time is coming that we will not go to Jerusalem to worship God, neither will we go to the mountain to serve God, but God is seeking for those that will worship him in spirit and in truth. So people that wants to worship God in spirit and in truth, those are the ones that are sons of God. That's what the Bible says. As many that are led by the Spirit, they are the sons of God. So you have to be led by the Spirit. As a man, God is expecting you to be a spirit man so that you can hear instructions from God, directions from God, what God wants you to do daily. He wants to download it to you. So if you submit yourself to the leadership of your church, submit yourself to the pastor of a church, go and find a living church. Find a good church. Go back to, if you know that Pentecostal church is not good for you, go back to the Orthodox churches. The pastors there are not crooked. They are hired. They are trained. They are being paid salary. They cannot buy jets. They cannot collect money from church members. Okay? So you go there, and that is where you will grow. And then you can actually submit yourself under the leadership of a man of God and learn from the man to become matured in the spirit. Because when you become a spirit man, then you start hearing from God. You see, I come to understand one fact. You see, I was telling God one time, when I was working with Schlumberger, I was making a whole lot of money. I told God, I said, God, if I don't, that means I don't need. If I don't need you. I don't need you to make money. I am making good money. I bought a nice house. I have cars. Okay, I was enjoying myself. I don't need you to make money. God said, yeah, you're correct. He said, you're correct. I said, so you see now? He said, no, yeah, you are correct. He said, but you know one thing? I said, what? He said, you're only enjoying 2% of my blessing. When I say something is prosperity is 100%. Now you are only enjoying 2% of it. Do you want to sit upon 2% and leave 99% alone? He said, if you want 99% of the blessing, then you need me. You can actually acquire the 2% by yourself. You can become wealthy. You can become rich. You can have all the money in this world. It's just only 2% of my prosperity. That was when I realized that money is not prosperity. Money is only 2% of prosperity. He said, if you need the rest of prosperity, 98%, you need me. I looked at God and said, Kai. I said, I'm actually talking about 2%. I think I'm talking about 90%. He said, no, you're stupid. You're very stupid. You're only talking about 2% of the kind of prosperity I can give to you. All right? If you actually connect with me, you will see 98% rocking and rolling into your life, and you won't believe it. And you won't believe it. So we men, we want to glorify in just only 2%. We put 2% up and we just gallivant all around. I have money, I buy cars, I buy houses, I have money to drink, I have money. That's 2% of prosperity of God. God will give you a big time. That's what the Bible says. That's why the Bible says, he said, the blessing of the Lord maketh rich and had no sorrow to it. I had no sorrow to it. You see, the lack of sorrow in one's life is a big time part of prosperity. When a man doesn't have sorrow, when the man doesn't go to don't have situations, when a man doesn't, he said, you will not believe it. When you experience God, 98% is so sweet. It's so sweet. Okay? Take out money from prosperity. It still doesn't mean anything. Take money out of prosperity. You are still enjoying yourself. With or without money, you will be so beautiful. With or without money, you'll be beautiful. You'll be fine. You have rest of mind. You will drink garri in the morning, you'll be happy. You will drink garri in the afternoon, you'll still be happy. I'm telling you. God said to me, he said, money is only 2% of prosperity. If I give you the 98%, you will run crazy. I'm telling you, you need God. Men, we need God. It doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter where we are, the position we have. We need God to do things for us. And thank you very much, everybody, for listening to this broadcast today. I really appreciate your effort. I appreciate all your comments and everything. I'm about to go to the next level and do certain things right now. So, but I will definitely come back to you guys later tomorrow to talk about another topic by the grace of God. And for you guys who are in the Singles Konnect, get ready for me. Some people are actually making payments right now to be connected, to be interviewed and all that. We have connected another wonderful 2 people again yesterday. We connected some 2 days ago. We connected 2 people again yesterday. And I believe we're still going to connect other people by the grace of God. And you are next in line for a miracle. So you are a divorcee, you are a single person, you're looking to get married, don't worry about it. All you need to do is just give me a call, register yourself. Let's go to work for you. It's not magic we do, but God is blessing the work of our hands. So get ready for it. Get ready for it. So for you guys who are in the Singles Konnect already, just be patient. Be patient. It's coming. It's a gradual thing. You know, somebody's going to come from nowhere to look for you, and then we will find you and we connect you. So we don't manufacture husbands here. We don't manufacture wives here. What we do is we present people to friends. So by the time you come together, then you guys can fire on and start rocking and rolling. And then at the end of it, oh my just so specially. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Come on, show me some love, man, everybody. Man, I've been able to try again today. I've tried. I think I tried. So, by the grace of God, I'm going to be in New York City somewhere today, ministering this evening. And right after that, on the 14th of this same month, I'm going to be in Maryland. You want to meet me in Maryland. If you're actually in Maryland, you want to meet with me in Maryland, you're going to check my page. You're going to see the poster there. You will be able to meet me at that church in Maryland. Let me see if I can get the flyer so I can give you guys the, no, not this one. I can give you guys the lowdown of that place. Oh man, don't have it here. Let me see. It's going to be in Maryland, somewhere in Maryland. I'm going to be there by the grace of God, and we're going to be having fun together as we discuss relationship issue. Oh my God, I can't find it. It will be on my page anyway. It will definitely be on my page, somewhere on my page. You'll see it there. So it's going to be on the 14th of this month. 14th of this month, Maryland in the USA. So the name of the church and everything is actually on the flyer. I will locate it and then I will send it to you guys so that you guys can at least, if you want to meet with me, then feel free to do so. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your support, and I will see you guys later tomorrow by the grace of God. God bless you. Have a beautiful, beautiful Thursday morning.